I would like for the record to breach majestically when I come out of the water.
Of course, absolutely. And like you throw your hair back and it's like slow motion as the droplets like fly and the setting sun like shimmers through the droplets of water.
Yep.
I say fuck this campaign. We're just gonna play Baywatch Zorovich.
we reduce all of our movement speed to 5 feet per turn, but you know.
All right, so as Giovanni starts rowing back towards shore, Finn, you open the sack, and there is indeed a small girl inside. She's like 7 years old. She's got alabaster white skin, long, straight, raven black hair, and you know.
Is it a baby vampire? I have a steak.
No, she looks to be of Vistani descent. And yeah, she seems to be all right. She coughs up some water, and she's obviously frightened, but she seems to be okay.
I say, your dad is worried about you. Let's get you home, and I carry her.
I'm worried about the bleeding guy in the lake.
I'm not.
I want to know why he was stealing a small girl in a sack.
He's double tapped, drunk, and drowning. He can chum the water all he wants.
I want to know why he was doing what he was doing.
Maybe you shouldn't have shot him twice.
Are you going to rescue him?
I think at this point it'd be a little late them rowing there and then rowing back and then rowing back.
I imagine he's long dead.
He's probably long dead.
I think he was dead before the second arrow hit him, actually. But...
He was dead before the first arrow hit him on the inside.
Anybody was going to... Live bait, my dude.
Naevin, make an intelligence check.
Sounds like something Naevin would be good at.
Or if you have insight, you could use insight.
Ooh, I will use that.
Okay.
Int is not my thing.
Sure.
Neither is this, apparently. I rolled a 2, so plus 8. I got 8.
Okay. Yeah, you don't really know what this guy was up to, other than throwing girls in lakes for some reason.
Drunk people are known for throwing girls in lakes.
It does happen. That's why drunk people should not have kids, because they just throw them in lakes and forget about it.
Or they should get near
lakes. Okay. Here we go. We're going down this path.
This is why you should not vote drunk.
As a drunk person that has thrown girls in lakes.
What? Where is this conversation going?
It is totally worth it and a lot of fun.
Now, by girl, do you mean like 16-year-old girl or 7-year-old girl? Because there's a difference.
Well, actually, it matters. It
does matter, very much so.
Very much.
One's a crime.
No, either way, it's still a lot of fun because you're just really light and you can kind of through them.
Okay.
Kyle never stopped.
I'm not going to North Dakota. I'm just throwing it out there.
That's probably wise.
Yeah.
There's name one thing that's in North Dakota.
Yeah, why would you want to? Why are you talking about North Dakota? He doesn't live in North Dakota.
I thought Kyle lives in North Dakota.
I live in Oklahoma, my dude.
Yeah.
That's just as worthless.
How close?
Hey, that's where I'm from, buddy.
Excuse me.
There are two states between North
here.
Dakota and Oklahoma.
Yeah, you have 2 Okies in the skull.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I guess my trip to Indianapolis is no now, because you don't want to see me because I'm an Okie.
No, man, show up to Gen Con. It'll be great.
I'll be there, but it's the only reason to go to Indiana.
Anyways.
I'll be at Gen Con.
Anyways. This is where I reveal I'm secretly a millionaire. Hey, Lex, show up at Gen Con. I got your tickets. The plane is on the way.
Awesome. I'm there.
If only.
You remember when you used to be there, and this would have been really convenient and cool?
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, I leaving Fort Wayne's probably an upgrade, but anyway.
For the most part, it has been, yeah.
So, how's the little girl? She's white with black hair. Is she dead?
No, she seems fine. After
excellent.
She kind of collects herself, and she's very happy that you're taking her to her father. And you notice that she has kind of an air about her, that reminds you. Well, I guess would probably remind you of Serenity or any other people you've known of like noble station, which seems kind of odd coming from a Vistani child.
Interesting. I wrap her in the cloak of protection, the fine fur-lined cloak, because I'm sure she's freezing.
Yeah.
Okay.
As I carry her because that seems like the correct thing.
Why don't we put her on the steed?
What steed? The
The steed's
invisible
gone.
one, the one that's disappeared.
Right.
Yeah.
The one that only lasts for an hour, so it's gone now.
It's not a very good steed.
Bad steed. Wait, how is Serenity? We left her, right?
Yeah, she's at the
Yeah.
camp.
Good.
Okay, so we go back to the camp.
Some Vistani's playing doctor with her.
Classic game. Right up there with Throw Girl in a Wake.
Girl in Wake.
Honestly, you're just describing fun summertime games.
All right, so you guys get back to the camp. It's probably getting dark by the time you get back to the camp, and
Can we ask? I wanted to ask while we're traveling, little girl, what happened? Because we never did. I asked her name, and
her name is. Hang on, let me go. Her name is Arabelle. And she tells you that the man that you saw, his name is Bluto, of all things.
Bluto!
He retired from the Popeye show and became a Vistani. And he told her that her death was for a great purpose because he had not been able to find or catch fish for a long time. So he was offering her as a sacrifice to Strahd so that he would be able to catch fish again.
Like, I know that some old fisher dudes do some crazy superstitious shit, but
Yeah,
chumming the water with also, he's terrible because you don't do chum with whole pieces. You got to really get it minced. So bad show on that guy.
Well, it was more of an offering to the gods kind of thing than trying to feed
Oh,
sharks.
well, he could have done double purpose. You got to be efficient with your sacrifices these days.
There's only so many little noble Vistani girls to go
Yeah.
around.
They're a finite resource.
They really are. Well, I'll turn to Arabelle and thank her for letting us know and for
Arabelle almost got turned into Ariel.
Yeah. Say that you're safe now. We're taking you back to your dad, and blah blah blah.
This is the part where she tells us that these Vistani are actually evil and they're capturing her. That'd be awesome.
No, but she does tell you that she's sure her father will give you a reward for returning her.
Hey, we like rewards. So far, those have been kind of rare in Barovia.
And
you guys did try to extort a bunch of poor people.
Another thing that you guys notice, in addition to her kind of having this poise that you associate with like a noble, that despite the fact that she's like 7 years old, she speaks to you more like an adult than a kid. She seems pretty with it mentally, especially for a kid her age. And she tells you that as you're taking her back, she thanks you for saving her. And she says, I was scared, but I knew I wouldn't die because I have a great destiny.
Oh, what is your destiny, dear?
Oh, I don't know, but I know it's gonna be fantastic.
To be the bride of Chucky.
That kind of optimism
destiny your heart.
That kind of optimism is a rare thing in this land. You should hold on to that as long as you can.
So you guys return to the camp, and Luvash, the girl's father, is overjoyed to see her. He is very grateful to you guys. Immediately everybody has a drink, and he says, "Wait right here. I'll get something worthy of your efforts." And he runs off to one of the wagons and is with the wagon for a while. He comes back with a pretty good sized sack, and he gives it to you guys. And when you look inside, you see that it is filled with gold.
Nice.
What?
And whoops, I told the chat how much gold there was instead of telling you guys. Specifically, there is 750 gold in it, if someone takes the time to count it.
Why do I feel like it's not real? That's 187 gold and a half to each of us.
I'll just put it in party loot.
Okay. Oh yeah, I
Nice.
forgot we did party loot. For some reason, my brain was like, we don't do that here.
We don't have to, but it's just easier.
No, I prefer party loot. It's more convenient that way.
We have 1,555 gold pieces right now.
Good heavens! And you were complaining about the fact that we didn't get rewards.
Well, yeah.
You have how much?
1,555 gold.
Oh, I thought you said 15,000. I was like, whoa.
No.
No.
Yeah,
Compound
1,500.
interest.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
All right.
How much
Hey,
is
I'm gonna go help my dude find mommy real quick. Would it be alright if we took 5 or something?
Oh. Yeah.
I mean, you can go, Kyle. We're in the camp right now, so you can do stuff
sorry,
with the
I
other
just don't
people.
like randomly leaving.
No.
All right, so you guys are back in the camp. You're given food and drink. You're told, you can stay there as long as you want. They don't really have like extra wagons, but they take some straw and like spread out some places like underneath some of the wagons for you. That'll be sort of comfortable, I guess.
Well, so at this point I'll say, like, so these Dusk Elf homes down there, are they all occupied?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
But as there's only men. All the women and children are gone.
And
It's a shame,
they're your
really.
prisoners here?
No, we just keep an eye on them. Make sure
Stop
they don't
any
get into
spread.
trouble.
No, I've never heard of a Dusk Elf.
I'm told that they're rare this day and age from
My mother was a widow.
some other world.
Very interesting. Is Serenity awake yet?
No.
All right.
How many hours has this been?
Probably a
Okay.
couple hours, maybe.
That's what you get for eating babies.
It was worth every bite.
But there is absolutely no defense for that.
Steve. You should try and do that sometime in Demon Lord. Let's see what happens.
This isn't Demon Lord. That's why I tried it.
It's not Demon Lord. I could just do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Well, Barovia is known for its kindness.
This is D&D. There's no such thing as instant kills.
Oh, sure there is. What are you talking about?
Yeah, the disintegrate spell. I disintegrated.
Death by
Steve
massive
last
damage.
Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah, he incinerated my character on.
Sorry about
So
that.
what are you guys doing?
Resting.
I'm going to take a long rest.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Sleep for like 6 days. Well, Finn's fine. He's just gonna hang out.
Yeah.
Sleep
I'm
outside.
sorry. I need
In the
to.
mud.
I am very close to dead.
All right. So you guys take a long rest, and you're able to take a long rest, so you guys can get your hit points back and your spells back and half your hit dice back and all that good stuff.
Yay.
And as soon as I wake up and I see everybody else is asleep, I summon my little tiny hut and I
Well,
sleep in that.
Hold on, we're not there yet. Let me check something real quick.
Why would you sleep in your tiny hut? Just because?
It's warm, cozy.
Well, for one, everybody else is sleeping outside. She's not going to sleep outside.
No, I thought we were sleeping at the tent.
He said they
slept
put
on the
straw under the wagons for you guys to sleep.
Oh, neat.
so-
It's awesome.
Oh
There's
yeah,
no
that's
way
right.
she'd
There's
be
the
outside.
they put you guys up in the big tent. I forgot about the big
Yeah.
tent. Yeah, you guys can sleep in there.
Fuck.
We just
Okay,
saved
that's
like
different.
a child's life. We better at least get the tent.
He saved the princess. Like, come on.
Yeah, man. Where's my Triforce of Courage? Or
Why do you-
whatever?
Giovanni and it was
We got
big
five
cash
horse of wealth.
this offer.
And you guys, before you go to sleep, you do learn, just kind of talking with the Vistani, that Annabelle or Arabelle, the girl that you rescued, is actually a descendant of Madame Ava, the old woman that read your fortunes, and that she actually has the blood of Barovian royalty in her veins.
Gross.
Which is something that, most Vistani can't say. So she has Barovian in her as well.
So were the Vistani were they the royalty of Barovia before Strahd did his thing?
No, they're not even from Barovia. They're from somewhere else.
So with Strahd being the king of Barovia, how does one get Barovian royal blood in them?
Well, yeah, she's probably. It would stand to reason that she's related to him in some way by blood.
Yeah, that might be important in the future.
So while you guys sleep that night, everybody except Serenity. Serenity's in a stupor, enjoying whatever she's enjoying in her perfect little world. But the other three of you all have a dream, and you all have the same dream. And in this dream, you are walking through this place. It seems to be like maybe a fortress or a keep or something like that. You're not sure. And you walk into a room that's very brightly lit. And standing there waiting for you is a gentleman. You can't really tell how old he is. He looks like he could be anything from his 40s to 60s or even older. It's hard to tell. He's got a long white beard and white hair, which would make him seem old, but he's not really wrinkled at all. His face looks pretty young. He's wearing very kind of ornate clothing that you haven't really seen the like before. Looks kind of foreign to you. And he's got these kind of gleaming silver colored eyes. And as you walk up to him, you just feel this sense of he exudes this sense of kind of safety and comfort around him. Like you feel like you're very safe in this man's presence. And he greets each of you by name. And he says that you have come to a very dark realm. And he says, I know that you are from another world, that you are not natives of this place, but this place that you've come to is a very dark place filled with very ancient and evil forces. Long ago, I came here myself to battle those forces, and I and those who came with me and those who served under me ultimately were not able to defeat the darkness, and we were consumed by it. He says, I have accepted my fate. I am not going to try to change my fate. However, those who were sworn to me, those who fought the darkness under my banner, they deserve better than what has happened to them. This land has corrupted them and has twisted their noble cause into a mockery of the oaths that they once took. Now I know that you aren't perhaps the most noble people to ever walk under the sun, but compared to most in this land, you are quite virtuous. And I hope that you will find it within your hearts to help my followers who are suffering and wandering in darkness, and that you will help them find peace and release from the torment that they endure every day. If you will help me do this, I can help you in your task against the one called Strahd, so that you may perhaps escape this place as we were unable to do.
All right.
And you
who
guys are
your
actually
followers?
there together.
Oh, neat.
So you're all kind of dreaming, but you're all kind of in the same dream, which is kind of weird.
Is Serenity here?
You know what?
No.
Fuck it. Yeah, we'll say Serenity's there.
Shows up.
Th-
I pinched Giovanni.
This actually happens like early in the morning when Serenity has come out of the trance that she was in and is just like sleeping, like normal sleep now. And that's when you guys have this dream. So Serenity's there too.
How do you have the power to talk to us like this? If you're dead.
He says, although I am dead, my spirit is trapped in this place, as all spirits are trapped here, as all the dead are trapped here. And indeed, my followers, the knights of whom I speak, are themselves dead. They died long ago.
What are you
How can
knights
we
of?
help them then?
They died long ago, but they had sworn various oaths to fight the darkness in this land, and specifically to fight Strahd. And their oaths were so strong that death could not get in the way of them fulfilling those oaths. And so they were able to come back as creatures called revenants. And they were able to continue their fight. However, in the many centuries since then, the darkness of this place has corrupted them, and they have lost their way. They no longer serve the light, but serve the darkness. And I feel responsible. I feel like this is my fault. They never would have come here if it weren't for me. This never would have happened to them if it weren't for me.
Yeah, that sounds like your fault.
Yep.
I was born here, so it's nobody's fault.
What's your name, kind Lord of Knights?
He says, my name is Argenvost.
Argenvost.
Argenvost. Very good.
People have like names with a single syllable.
My keep is not far from here.
Oh.
You
Are
may
your knights
find...
there?
Yes, they should be there, although they do tend to wander a bit. I believe I have figured out a way that they can be released from their torment, though. When Strahd finally defeated my knights and defeated me, he desecrated my remains and took them to his castle. He has put my skull on display there as a trophy. If you can retrieve it and bring it back to my tomb in Argenvost, I believe that my knights will be released from their torment, and I will be able to once again shine my light on this land and aid you in your quest.
So you want us to storm the Strahd's castle?
I would not recommend that. We tried that ourselves and were not successful. I would suggest trying something more subtle.
We could always sneak in. For every front door, there's a back window.
Just let that one lie.
A lot of people had a lot of opinions about what I just said there. I saw a lot of people would do either one of these or...
And where is Argenvost? Or you are Argenvost. Where is your keep, sir?
My keep is called Argenvost Holt, and he starts describing where it is, and you quickly realize that it's the haunted mansion that you've heard about, which is
Spooky.
here. Yep, right there.
Perfect.
Well, it's good that we heard this, or got your piece before we stormed the castle and tried to kill all your men's spirits or whatever.
He says, now I must tell you, if you're going to undertake this task and try to retrieve my skull, that this is not actually my true form. This is the form that I picture myself as. This is the form I'm most comfortable in. This is the form in which my men would most recognize me. But in order to find my skull, you will need to look for my true form. And so I must reveal it to you. Do not be afraid. And he steps back, and there's a flash of light, and he seems to expand greatly in size. And within moments, standing in front of you is a majestic silver dragon.
Oh.
Well,
Yes.
that makes it a little more complicated.
Well, it makes the skull heavier,
Yeah,
Oh.
it's going to be a bit.
but more noticeable.
Yes, it should be easy to find.
No, we're on a map. Is the Strahd's castle?
Strahd's
It's
castle is
a big thing.
It's over by Village of Barovia over here. Oh, it's
It's a
right
big
here.
hole.
Yep, there it is.
It's fairly large.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And he says Castle Ravenloft is a vast place. Strahd, being a vampire, tends to be more active at night during the day, but the sun never truly shines in this land, so no time is truly safe from him. But if you were to go, I would suggest going during the day.
Do you have any suggestions of methods of entry that would be less obvious? Oh, wise dragon, sir.
That's a good question. Let me see if he would know anything about that.
Any sort of hint would be good. We've just seen it as a scary castle on a hill. That's all the information we have.
He says that unfortunately I don't have much experience inside the castle itself, but I can tell you that Strahd has lured many like you to this realm. If he follows the pattern that he has with others like yourselves, I believe that he will toy with you for some time. He likes a good challenge, and the main reason that you're here is to give him a diversion from his perpetual boredom and torment. So it is possible that as you are now, he may not yet see you as a threat. Once he sees you as a threat, he will deal with you very harshly. But until then, he will tend to toy with you. It may even be that you could explore his castle somewhat, maybe while he's not there or while he's busy doing something else, and avoid his wrath. But I would be very careful. He's hard to predict.
Vampires always are. Good to know. All right. And for retrieving your skull and freeing your knights, they will aid us on our quest to destroy the darkness of Strahd.
I believe if my knights are released that they will finally find peace in death, but I am not sure what will happen.
It doesn't sound like a call to aid at all. Well, this is a noble quest, and the favor of one such as yourself would always be helpful.
Dragon? Hell yeah.
He says, once I'm restored to my tomb, my light will aid all who oppose Strahd and help to protect you from him.
I'll take it. Very good. Well, anything else that we should know?
Only that if you seek allies against Strahd, there is one who may be able to help you, although he is quite mad. There is a powerful wizard that lurks in the hills around Lake Zarovich. He would be a powerful ally if you can convince him to help you.
Good to know.
Is it the one that they call the Mad Wizard of Baratok?
Yes, I believe that's who they refer to.
Good.
So he's not the wizard who's at Lake Baratok, but he is at Lake Zarovich?
Well, Mount Baratok is to the north of this area. Like, you guys are in kind of like the hills leading up to it now. So he's been seen all over in this whole region. So they just call him the Mad Wizard of Baratok. But there have been sightings of him all over this area.
Oh, I missed the mountain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that is good information to have. This has been a very good dream.
He says, unfortunately, I won't be able to appear to you like this again. This has taken all the strength that I've managed to save up over the past decades. But I'm sure that you will be able to accomplish your goal.
You rest well, noble dragon.
And you guys wake up, and it's morning.
Dudes, that was crazy.
Yeah, guys.
I don't trust
I
it.
had one of those dreams.
You have these before?
Normally, I wake up with my lap wet, but yeah.
Alrighty then.
Moving on.
Anyways.
Well, with a new quest to
assault Strahd's castle.
Not assault, explore.
Exploit.
I just want to point out that we failed to even take on some hags, and yet Strahd slayed a silver dragon. I'm not going anywhere near that freaking castle right now.
Well, he did also tell you that his hold might, you might find things to help you there.
Oh yeah.
Strahd will keep us alive as long as he doesn't see us as a threat.
I think fight Strahd directly.
Turn the bumbling fool knob to full, and we should never ever let Strahd know that we are capable of anything. We should only be.
I mean, from what you guys have told me, what happened in Bone Grinder, you know,
What are we capable of?
In fact, what happened at Old Bone Grinder is a plus. The fact that those witches whips our ass so well, Strahd will for sure know about that, and he will keep us alive because of it.
Well,
So
we can continue to fail. I have faith in us.
It's all about losing a few battles to win the war, and it looked like you're losing the whole time.
We have been doing that.
So if we get that skull, we can get that skull, as long as it looks like we're failing something else completely.
Part of me wants to do that. Also, I do like the idea of a strong ally against Strahd in the form of a mad wizard.
Yeah, so we've
I
got.
prefer if he was slightly less mad, but.
So Haunted Mansion is turned into an Argon Vost Holt. We can check out the Mad Wizard of Bartok, though we have to find out where he is.
I could track him.
And I also vote to go back to Bone Grinder. But those all sound very reasonable to me. Let's go to the hold first.
Now, do we want to go to the hold and fight revenants that we're trying to free?
No, we should show up and be like, hey, we're working for your boss. What up?
He did say that they are corrupt right now, so we'd probably have to fight them.
Shit.
I think we should find a wizard, sneak into Strahd's castle, get the skull, and bring it back to the Revenants.
I might have forgotten to mention it, but he did also tell you guys that there are some magical treasures in Arganville's Toll that
We're going
will
to
help
Hull.
you.
Yep. Well, that's all that took.
I was looking in my notes and I'm like, did I tell them that? I don't think I did.
Are you like, they seem to be debating things much more than I thought they would. Magical treasure hole.
The other thing you guys found out the previous night while you were hanging out with the Vistani that I forgot to tell you is they're almost out of wine, which you know has kind of been a common problem in this area. And they too are due wine from the Wizard of Wines that they have not received. And it seems like if they, if you guys help them get their wine, they would be very grateful. I don't know if you told them that you liberated the winery or not, but
I'm sure we would have. We're pretty proud of it.
okay.
Pretty proud that
It's one of the only few accomplishments we got.
Yeah,
we have a resume, and it's just
it's that really. Like,
and we killed a
giant
tree.
Killed giant tree and
killed tree, got booze.
and
Pissed off hags,
yada yada yada,
tree.
hags, yada yada yada.
We're good at streamlining and innovating. And
Yeah. Forming unique synergies.
yeah, synergies. That's the word I was trying to find, but I said streamline for some reason.
Yeah.
We're good at piggybacking and streamlining and downsizing.
Synergies within down form to pull up.
Yeah, we diversify our synergies to further the corporate agenda.
To expand blue field and green sky options. Foreign options. Yeah.
So I'm feeling Argon Vostals, or however.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems to make sense to me. It's close. It has magical treasure, and it's not Strahd's castle, which there are three good things going for it.
I think you guys don't understand. We can go to Strahd's castle and be totally fine.
I don't think you understand.
No,
we're going to the holes. Have fun
with
as
magical
possible.
treasure. I want magical treasure. Like,
I'm not going anywhere near Strahd's castle. He killed a silver dragon, and we can't kill hags.
no. If we go during the day, while Strahd's preoccupied.
How do you plan on preoccupying him?
Giovanni, I got this. You know what? How about we go to the day after we go to the hold?
I'm just saying, having a bunch of revenants on our side would be nice too.
Well, we plan on doing that as well.
Yeah.
We'll just have slightly less revenants, maybe.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I am 100% positive and sure that if we marched up to Strahd's door right now, that he will not sway us.
That's good. Good. Put that in the resume.
Until we go to his house. We're going to go storm inside of somebody else's home, and you don't think he's going to get pissed
You don't
off?
understand. We're toys to him. A little boy doesn't want to break his own toys.
I don't know. I don't think
that's not a good analogy, because I broke my toys all the time.
I broke a lot of toys.
You guys don't know how to take care of your shit.
While I appreciate your input and I value your tactical mind, you're outvoted.
I'm just saying.
We will go to Strahd's castle. I want to see it.
All I know is I'm right. So
it's like
even
the major
if as a
tourism
group we don't
attraction to
do
Barovia.
what I
If
as
you're
long
going
as
to be
I know I'm
perfectly
right.
fine at the castle, Giovanni, why don't you go take care of that? You're a strong guy. You can carry a skull.
Yeah. And we'll meet you there.
Yeah, it's just easier to sneak in with one person than four.
Okay.
I keep on telling people this, especially loud, clanky people.
Thin clanks. Jingle, 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 jingle.